Today we are going to talk about Mother's Day. आज Mother's Day है and we are going to talk about celebrating our mothers, how we should treat our mothers and how we can all collectively be better children to our mothers. Now, I'm an only child and obviously I can only speak from my own personal perspective and the relationship that I share with my mother. There are few things that I'm trying to be better at and there are few things that I'm trying to do better. Obviously, there are a lot of fronts where I feel like I'm not a perfect child, where I could be so much more generous and kind and in our fast-paced life, when we have such a busy schedule, when we are chasing like 500 different goals, we want to be fitter, we want to do well in a career, we want to make more money, we want to be educated, we want to have friends, we are trying to live our own life. In all of this space, I feel like the people who are always there for us and the people who are always nice to us, it's inevitable that we start taking them for granted. And our mothers especially are one of them, at least for me, and at least I have been guilty of doing that. There are a few things that I want to change in my and my mother's interaction, and here they are. Number one, I would like to be more considerate of what she's saying. I feel like because obviously we know each other so well, and I'm an only child, I'm a daughter, we have bonded well, we are like friends. Before she says anything, I know what she's going to say, and I feel like I'm not surprised by her things and her thoughts and all of that. So I preempt whatever she's saying. So I cut her in between a lot, and whenever she's saying, I think I'm half listening, half scrolling through my phone, half thinking about something else that needs my attention. And because my mother is always going to be there for me, and she's not going to make a huge deal of it, and I sometimes do say like, theek hai, okay, whatever, which is not nice. Every person, when that person is talking, needs a sympathetic and attentive listener. And I want to be that for my mother. I want to be that for every person who has been good to me, who is special to me in my life, but most importantly for my mother, who deserves it the most. Number second, I want to be a supportive fellow woman to my mother. The mother and daughter relationship, mother and child relationship is very special, but mother and daughter relationship especially needs a lot of consideration. A daughter, she basically, tries most of her life, especially through her childhood and her teenage years. हम सब अपनी मम्मी की साड़ियाँ और दुपट्टे और ये सब पहनने की कोशिश कर करके बड़े हुए हैं. We try to emulate her and we try to be like a mini version of her. But when we grow up, when we get our own education, our job, obviously every single generation of women gets more opportunities than the previous generation. We start undermining our predecessors. We start undermining what our mothers and grandmothers did. Our mothers and our grandmothers walked so we could run. The fact that we have a high education now, we have a job now, we make our own money, especially daughters with mothers who are housewives. We tend to undermine her. We tend to be like, oh, we are better because we are earning our own money. We are better because we got these fancy degrees. But it's not all because of us. Opportunities, luck, और किस टाइम पे आप पैदा हुए हो, ये सारी चीजें आपके करियर और आपकी लाइफ ट्रैजेक्टरी को बहुत ज्यादा डिटरमाइन करती है. So just because your mother didn't get that opportunities, you don't have to undermine her and you don't have to be like, oh, I'm better than her. No. You are what you are because of her. So that's what I also want to inculcate in my life, and I want to give her all the opportunities that she so goddamn deserves. And I want to help her if she wants to make her own money, if she wants to study more, if she wants to read more books, if she wants to travel. I am there for her and I will provide her whatever she wants. So as a fellow woman, not only as a daughter, I want to provide a platform that she has provided me. Number 3, I really want to look at her more than in the capacity of a mother or a wife or a daughter or a homemaker. Mother sometimes, अगर जो हम मीम्स देखते हैं और जो स्टोरीज देखते हैं उसमें भी मम्मियों की यही छवि होती है कि वो साड़ी पहन के चूड़ी पहन के वो खाना बना रही हैं और आपका ध्यान रख रही हैं. बट मदर्स आर सो मच मोर देन दैट. व्हेन आई स्पीक टू माय मदर एंड आई recently, जब मैं पैंडेमिक में 2 साल उनके साथ रही, that was my first time living with her as an adult. I discovered that my mother is a very interesting person. She's not just a person who cooks all the time, or she's not just a person who takes care of the household. She's so much more than that. She has great taste in movies. Whenever she's watching movies and shows, she's so like she has such a perspective that she can guess the storyline. She can be like, okay, this person is feeling that much. She's fond of mysteries. She likes to sing to herself. She's very considerate. She's very kind. She has a very big heart. She's very shrewd when it comes to like how to maneuver the household duties and how to, make sure that lesser money gets us bigger results. She's very good at that. And we need to acknowledge, respect, and appreciate our mothers for what they are beyond being mothers. And number 4, definitely, I want to be like her. I want to look at her and whatever she has, whatever she stands for, I want to respect that and I want to garner that in my own life. My father, I feel like because my father was more educated or my father was taking care of my education side a lot, when I was preparing to go to a law school, when I was in a law school and now when I'm a lawyer, I talk to a lot of academic and professional things, especially like filing taxes and my job stuff with my father. And I feel like वो एक distance हो गया था मेरी मम्मी because my mother doesn't work. So I felt like ये सारी professional practical बातें पापा से ही करनी चाहिए और मैंने अपनी मम्मी को undermine करना start कर दिया था. But that's not how you should behave with your mothers. My mother was the one, when I took a drop for my law school, my mother was the one who supported it. My father was like, oh my God, maybe she's wasting 1 year. And my mother is like, no, her career is going to be 50, 60 years long. So if she wants to take 1 year for that, there's nothing wrong in that. So she was the one who supported that decision. Whenever she called me in law school, I was already under a lot of stress to get better marks, to do better in different competitions and different fronts. But she was the one who told me that, listen, have you eaten? Have you changed your bed sheet? Have you, taken a shower today? She was concerned about those things. And that made me feel like a well-rounded person or law school or marks ke bahar bhi duniya hai. And obviously, when I didn't get my job at D0, I've spoken umpteen amount of times about this. She said that, don't worry, tumhare sare classmates ko abhi job mil gayi, but they will only start after 1.5 years. So you still have that time. And I mean, I did start at that time. I did start with them. I was just 1.5, 2 months behind than all my classmates, even though they got a job 1.5 years prior to me. So those things she really instilled in me. So मुझे लगता है कि practical professional चीज़ों के लिए मैं मम्मी के पास नहीं जा सकती, पर ऐसा नहीं है. So बहुत सारी चीज़ें ऐसी हैं जो मुझे उनसे सीखनी और अपनी लाइफ में डालनी है. You don't really have to come off as aggressive. You can be kind. You can be punctual. You can just concentrate on whatever you're giving. And you can still have a really clear mindset and a very sharp mind. You don't have to show off and you don't have to, wear suit pants or heels or work 12 hours a day to be a strong woman. A strong woman is found in every shape, form, and every type of clothing. So my entire point is to respect and not undermine my mother. Respect her and acknowledge her and appreciate her and see her for what she is actually. And I hope you all also do that to your mothers. I hope you all have a great Mother's Day. Mother's Day का gift या greeting card आप उन्हें लाएं ना लाएं, पर उन्हें respect जरूर करें. Respect and love and appreciation is the best gift that we can give to a mother.